Hey, it's Magnus here, and today we are going to be making a spinner out of one of these two. Very quickly though, I've got to cover two things real quick. The first is this here. This is my latest product. It is a titanium click pen. Now this one here is raw. It's straight off the CNC machine. It's very rough looking. It's not been tumbled, anything like that. Plus it's a prototype, so it's got a couple of little modifications to make before I do the full production ones. Now the Kickstarter project for this is live. I will put the link in the description below if you want to get on board that. You can back this project. It'll be cheaper on there than the pen will ever be again. I like to offer like a good deal for the Kickstarter sort of backers, because that's what helps me pay for the prototyping costs of this, which aren't cheap. Now the reason I'm talking about this is because I've had a lot of requests from people who are backing the project to sort of see it clicking, see the action of it. I didn't actually show that, I didn't do a proper video. And one of the comments in fact said, I heard it was impossible to actually make a fully titanium click pen, which, no, it is possible, it's here, and it is fully titanium, so there's no plastic parts. But the way this one works is, if you look here, so this clicks in, it just goes in only, and to release it, do that again, just so you can hear it. Hopefully the microphone will pick this up, so you won't be able to see it, but you should be able to hear this. Now I will admit right now, that sounds a little bit grainy. You hear that click? There's like a sort of graininess and scraping to it. That's because this is the raw version. I have a fully finished version, but it's still with my person who helps me with the photos for the Kickstarter project. They had the fully finished one. All rawness and grittiness is gone. It's just a pure sort of crisp, clean click. And it will stay like that because the surface of the titanium is hardened during the machining, during the tumbling processes that I do, if that makes sense. So, hopefully you can get the idea of it, but the click will sound better on the final product. Right, that's that done. The other thing, very quickly, is also in the description below. There is a link for a sign-up page to be notified on the development of this spinner here. This is the main one I'm developing. It should be prototyped either this week or possibly next week. I'm showing you other spinners, here and there on my YouTube channel if you've been watching recent videos. So this one, this is the main one I'm developing though, titanium of course. So I have a launch list, so if you go to the description below you can sign up there and you will get access to things I don't share on this channel or in my YouTube videos, sort of behind the scenes stuff, designing, and that's where you're going to hear about the launch as well when it's eventually available for sale. Now, onto these. I'm not sure which one to actually do. I kind of want to do this one just for the weight of it. It looks kind of nice and easy to do, but then I kind of want to do this one because rather than the core just going solidly in there, the core's just got three contact points, sort of there, 1, 2, 3, and I'm kind of just curious about that. So I think I'll do this one and see how that goes, just out of curiosity. Do a bit of beveling, that kind of thing, see how that turns out, and then maybe do this one tomorrow. Not tomorrow, going to Auckland tomorrow, going to look at another milling machine. I was there a few days ago if you've been following my videos. Going to go and look at another company and another sort of type of machine. So I'll bring you along for that if I can. Now, let's get grinding. Okay, so I think this is going to turn into a bit of a beast once it's done. I mean, it's nearly done. I've just hand ground it, so if you take a look at this. I only did subtle kind of beveling on it. I didn't want to go too full on, because I started doing a little bit of bevel. I started doing a little bit of beveling, and I was just like, damn, that looks good, little sort of sharp angles. And you know what? I'm leaving that really, really sharp. I was gonna like round it off or bevel it off, and I thought, no, let's just leave it. What I'm gonna do this time is put it in this tumbler here, you know, like for about maybe an hour and a half, something like that. Get it really kind of rounded and just give it a more finished look. The last couple of spinners I've done on the videos on this channel, on this YouTube channel, you know, I've just ground it like this, and that's it, you know, which leaves it kind of sharp. So this is going to round the edges and the corners, break them, is what we call it, break the edges. So instead of a right angle, it'll sort of give it a tiny little radius, like a 1mm radius or 0.5 millimeter radius. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So that is the spinner out of the tumbler just now. Like, even though I've been tumbling stuff for 3 years now, basically been tumbling since you know, my business started. It's like one of the first things I did. Like I never left a product raw. I mean, some people leave it raw, but I like to tumble it and, you know, make it smooth and make it more sort of a just better feeling. Like I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tumblers. This machine right here, that is my 5th tumbler. No, 6th tumbler actually. Like, you know, the tumblers are getting bigger and better. That's a centrifugal one. That's a centrifugal one. This is the vibratory bowl. I got this late, middle of last year. Like, it never ceases to surprise me, like how awesome like an effect it has. You know, so if you look at this compared to what I showed you earlier, hopefully this will focus for you. You should be able to see that. Like, that's a stonewashed look. It's still a bit wet as well, but you look at that. Pretty sure that'll come through. So the edges, you know, it just gives a very uniform finish. Nice uniform finish. And, you know, it's a bit blotchy because it's wet, like I said. If you look up in there, you'll see it's kind of unfinished. That's just a plain water jet cutting. But, you know, all on the outside, as you can see, you know, I've ground it down. Not ideal, I wish I had a milling machine, but I don't. But, you know, hopefully soon. What I need to do now is pop the bearing in. I say pop in, I don't know how easy it is gonna go in. Let's have a look. That actually wasn't too bad. Took a little while because I wasn't getting it straight, but once it was straight, it actually went in quite easily. And right, the inaugural spin. I've not even spun it yet. This is you're seeing the first. Before I even spin it, there's something to that. That just, like, I know it looks impractical. It looks not practical, but it's got there is a practicalness to it, like a fidgetability. Like, it's not just like some spiky looking thing that's not going to be possible to sort of, or will not be possible to sort of spin well. But I know it's got fidgetability and it's going to be easy to flick because of this here. You see this? You see this? This is I think can't remember, an 18 or a 19 mil radius in there. It's just a small radius. It's not like it comes all the way up here, but that allows for your finger to sit in there. So even before I spin it, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good one. Let's try this. You ready? You know what? I think I might have to make this. The reason is, instantly, like, if you remember in yesterday's video, if you've not watched yesterday's video, watch it. I made a sort of four-armed spinner, and you know, I said, you know, it was okay, but it didn't really function that well. Like it wasn't that fidgetable because it was a little bit awkward with your fingers. This one, bang, straight away. You just know it's good. Immediately, it's good. This is good. I might have to make this. I mean, it's a ninja star really, isn't it? I mean, a ninja star I think has 4 stars, so this could be like a ninja tri-star, but like I've not tried spinning it like this with sort of on the end, but no way. I thought those pointy bits here, I thought they would be a real sort of tricky bit to kind of, look at that, every time. I'm making it. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna make this. As you can tell, I am excited about it. You know, the reason I'm excited about it is, you know, this is just a bit of an experiment. And damn, it's just worked so well. Like, I'm surprised it worked so well. Like, I just wanted to make a cool looking spinner with a little bit of fidgetability, but it's got a lot of fidgetability. And I know I keep going on about it, but like, I've made dozens and dozens and dozens of spinners over the last few weeks. I've sat for dozens of hours, dozens and dozens of hours doing this, and this has just got the X factor. I am serious in making this. I really think I will. It will help if you would let me know if you know this is a design you like. You know, I mean, I like it. You know, it's a bit sort of kind of out there for me. You know, I'm usually a bit more subtle than this. This is just like pretty full on, but I'm thinking of making it. Let me know in the comments below if this is something you're interested in, and I'll see what I can do. I will of course leave you with a quote. It is by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he said, "All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better."